That's a messed up situation to be in. You know, you start trusting people who you can't rely on. So what the enemy does is he wants to isolate you. And what he does, young people, is he tries to isolate you by turning you against people who love you. And so everybody who loves you and everything that is right, he starts to make them look different. He starts to tell you that they don't understand you, that you don't fit into this. You become adolescent and you start losing yourself. And what happens is the enemy has put you into so much darkness that you can't even see your parents for who they really are. The only thing the enemy allows you to see, he allows you to see them always telling you what to do. He doesn't let you see them how they get up early and work hard for you. You see people at church, and the only thing you say is, you know, they don't understand me. That's some old people stuff. But what you don't see, he doesn't allow you to see the wisdom and the things that they went through to get to where they are. He only allows you to see the negative stuff. And everything that loves you, even up until Jesus Christ, he makes Jesus look unattractive. He wants to isolate you. He's pulling you further and further into the hole. He's trying to trap you. He's making you feel like you can't identify with light. The Bible declares, the Bible says that if darkness is your light, then how dark is your light? If darkness is your light, then how bad is your light? If the only thing that you see good is negative stuff, then man, you got a low standard of good. If you feel like that Greenville is the best place in the world, or Nickeltown, or whatever your respective community is the best in the world, but guess what? Then you're shrinking your standards. The enemy only wants to show you one kind of life. He wants to make you think that everybody smokes weed. He wants to make you think that every teenager is having sex. He wants to make you think that nobody goes to church. He wants to make you think that nobody wants to live for God. He's trying to trap you. He's trying to isolate you. And if the devil can get you by himself, he can have a field day with you, because he starts to get into your mind. I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. When God speaks to you, he calls you by your name, or he speaks to you in second person. He'll say Terrence. He'll say son. But when the enemy gets into your head, he starts to speak to you in first person. He begins to say, I hate myself. I want to commit suicide. I'm fat. I'm ugly. My parents don't love me. He makes you say personal things to convict you, to isolate yourself internally. And even though you may be free spiritually and can go to church and go to the mall and go hang out, but guess what? He's trying to trap you spiritually. He's trying to trap you on the inside and making you think that everything is normal, but he's messing you up on the inside, and he's causing you to bring harm to your life. He says, ain't nothing wrong with that. He's putting darkness in front of you, and he's pulling you deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And guess what? You don't know you're trapped until you want to change. You don't know you're trapped until you want something different. You don't realize you're trapped until it's too late. So you got to fight for your life. When the enemy has you trapped and he's got you messed up and bamboozled, you got to fight. You can't give in, because as soon as you give in and you say, you know what? I guess my life is just, I guess I'm just like my daddy. I guess I'm just like my mama. She didn't want me anyway. I heard she got knocked up in the back of a cab somewhere. But God is trying to expose light and trying to let you know that you're not your mama, you're not your daddy. He's called you by your own name. That's That's why your fingerprints are different. He's giving you something like never before, but you can't see it because you're in darkness. Don't let the enemy pull you in and trap you and start telling you lies. He's trying to get your mind. He's trying to trap you spiritually. But you got to fight for your life. Don't lay there. Don't give up. Don't accept bad. Don't you dare accept bad. That's not your life.